thy will be done on earth. Now, many of you know where that is from. It's from Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. It's part of the prayer that Jesus was teaching his disciples to pray. The Our Father prayer, the Lord's Prayer. Many people have different names for it, but most of you know what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to. Yes. When his disciples had come to him asking Jesus to teach them how to pray, humility. And this is one of the things that he taught them to pray for, God's kingdom. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yeah, yeah. So the question is today, in that prayer, you're asking for God's will to be done on earth, right here on earth. You're praying for his will to be done right here on the very earth that you stand right now. Okay? We're not even mentioning heaven yet because it says thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So you would actually have to know what transpired in heaven first in order to have his will be done here as it was done there. You would actually have to know what the Bible literally says to answer that question. Unfortunately, many people don't. Many people have been in church all their lives and can't answer that very simple question. What is God's will for the earth that we live on? What is his will? You know how I know that people don't know? It's because when I knock on doors like yours and ask that very simple question, I hear crickets, I get blank stares, and I get the Scooby Doo, the Scooby Doo reply. Don't know, don't know. You know why? Because it's something that your pastor don't even cover. Three things y'all learn in church: Jesus, heaven, and hell. That's it. That's the extent of it. And you're hammered and hammered and hammered with those three things from the first day to the last. You're not taught anything else, really. You're not. That's sad, but true. But what we're talking about today is God's will for the earth. What is it? What specific things does the Bible outline that will take place thousands of years in the future? Right here. I had a guy literally tell me in my face that he didn't care. I don't care what's going to happen. I'm not going to be here anyway. I don't care what's going to happen to the earth. Really? But, Jesus did say for us to pray for God's will to be done on earth. You mean to tell me that you don't care about what Jesus taught us to do? You don't care? I don't care nothing about the earth. I'm not going to be here. That was his reply. Arrogantly. See, unfortunately, arrogance, pride, and self entitlement is actually taught in many churches around the world. Why do I say this? It's because I talk to people, a lot of people, on their porch. So I know. And like I said, today we're keeping it 100. Today we're keeping it 100 today. Okay? You can get upset, you can get angry, you can get mad. That's up to you. That's up to you on how you want to respond. So, can you answer the question? What is God's will for the earth? Now, if you actually read that book, I got so many. This one. Most of you have the King James, right? Most of you have this one. If you actually read it, and it's in every translation, It's in every translation. At Matthew chapter 6, verse 10, the $1,000,000 question, what is God's will for the earth? And here are multiple translations here that, you know, the prayer is being described. It says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth or on earth as it is in heaven. So you're asking for his will to be done. You're praying for God's kingdom to come and that his will be done right here. What is God's kingdom going to accomplish right here on earth? Huh? Is that a puzzling question? Because if you have to sit there and think, huh, what? Guess what? Your church or wherever you're getting your spiritual information from has failed. If you have to think for that question, think about that question for 1 second. What is this? Your church has failed. Period. And point blank, let's keep it 100. You should resign immediately, yesterday, if you have to wonder what God's will is for the earth. Because the Bible clearly outlines it. Clearly outlines it. See, when we knock on your door and we try to have a conversation with you, we get arrogance, we get pride, we get self-entitlement, we get, my pastor got this covered. My pastor's telling me everything I need to know. Really? Really? Is he? Is she? Obviously not. Because you can't answer the very basic ABC questions that we have. And I'm not saying this to put you down. I'm just saying it to prove a fact. Something's wrong in the dynamic. If you've been going to church all your life and you can't answer a basic question, an elementary question, something is wrong either with the teaching or with you, or both. But humility will help a person sit back and say, I should know that. I've been in church all my life. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. Why don't I know this? Humility will cause a person to literally ask that question. Pride and arrogance will have you click away and say, I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah. Which are you? Are you humble or are you proud and arrogant? The proof is in the pudding. There's always room and space for comments. But when I get questions like this that I pose, I get no response. You know why? There is no response. You can't respond to something that you don't know. You can't. I encourage some type of honest person out there to say, look, I don't know. I would like to know, what is his will for the earth? If I got one of those, I'd be happy. Just one. What is his will for the earth? I'll be more than happy to respond. With that, where I am is Friday. Okay? Y'all have a good weekend. I'm out. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.